So it's George the Fragrance Prince. It is so unbelievably cold. We've just driven into a garden centre about 2 hours away from Edinburgh. It is absolutely freezing out here. But yeah, today, the word perfect is bandied around quite a lot in the fragrance community, but I wanted to talk about this. This is George Zaharoff's Tabac, and this truly is something that is actually quite perfect. I am a huge Christmas fan, and I'm a huge fan of Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford and everything that sort of spawned, that fragrance really did sort of spawn a genre when it first came out. We've smelled a lot of different fragrances since then that have come from that. I think that most notably over the past few years, Spice Bomb Extreme has really, really taken off and become, something of a dynasty in itself in the designer world. Tobacco Vanille, I think, is filled with joy and filled with fun, but it is a little bit restrictive in the way of it really is just the fun-loving Christmas, Tinkerbell Father Christmas kind of smell that I've learnt it to be. Some people don't actually agree with that. Some people think that it's actually quite a very masculine and confident fragrance, and although I think it's quite a confident thing to wear, I think actually it can be it can be very jolly, it can be very joyful. And so when I heard about this from Chris Fragmental, and of course I talked to George Zaharoff about it, the way that I put it is it's Tobacco Vanille, but it's been to the gym, and it's taken itself, it's Father Christmas, but he's jacked, right? You see the chubby, kind of jolly, happy, smiley Father Christmas that we see every single year, but this is Father Christmas if he was the CEO of something. This is Father Christmas if he was a bit of a fashion model, maybe cut his hair, maybe went to the gym, maybe lifted a little bit. The spicy tobacco is a lot more spicy, and this is prickly, kind of like a Christmas tree, and we're actually 5 minutes away from getting our Christmas tree that we've selected. We're also looking around the shop to get some gifts, get some Christmas ornaments and things of that nature, but I thought this would be the perfect place to do this video. So let's do a genuine review of this. Presentation wise, absolutely magnificent bottle. I was a bit so-so on the George Zaharoff bottle design when I first saw it, but actually the more that I've seen it and the more bottles that it's been in, the more I sort of get it and the more I understand that it's quite a distinguished bottle style. I think it's very unique. I think it's very George and not me. It's very George Zaharoff. I think that the whole style of the bottle goes with a lot of the fragrances, which is something that's new and old at the same time. I've not been a fan of all of George Zaharoff's work. In fact, I've kind of been openly a little bit sceptical about the Z creators, especially the first batch of Z creators. I was kind of a bit unsure about that, and most of them I didn't particularly like. I liked Andrea's very much, but I wasn't too impressed, to be honest, and that's just my honest opinion about it. I know that there's a new batch of Z creators, and so I'm open-minded to smell those. I'm open-minded to see what they're like, but for me, Signature Pour Homme has been great, but this is even better. This is the best thing that George Zaharoff has produced thus far. This is absolutely outrageous. George actually let me in on a little bit of a secret that leather Tabac is going to be coming, so I'm very, very open and interested to smell that when it comes out. But yeah, presentation is fantastic, really good. It was getting a 5 out of 5 from me. I like the golden brown style very, very much. I think it's very, very beautiful. So the scent is just fantastic. It's Tobacco Vanille, it's Christmas Day on steroids. It's absolutely, if you're going to buy this thinking it's a sort of a clone or variation of Tobacco Vanille, you may be very disappointed. So Tobacco Vanille is more about the vanille. All right, it's more a gourmand. The tobacco is a great sort of backbone to it. The tobacco is all the way up, and this is all about spice. So this is spice on the top, huge amounts of spice, huge amounts of resinous, spicy, spiky, prickly, confident tobacco, right, all on the top. And I'd say that it's less vanilla, but more of an ambiguous amber that's in this fragrance. I wouldn't necessarily pinpoint vanilla, but I would get a little bit of vanilla, ambery, woody scent. But this is Christmassy, but it's confident and it's distinguished. I think that's a really good way of putting it. It's a distinguished gentleman of a fragrance. It's a fantastic winter fragrance as well. But if you like the note of tobacco, then this is sort of a must for you, really. This is something you're going to have to try out immediately, to be honest. And one of the more original takes on tobacco that I've seen for a while. I think that the designer world has taken the note of tobacco and really sort of made it quite plain and made it quite, okay and quite pleasant and quite nice. But this is bringing tobacco back to its origins, which is something that's very rugged and something that's quite steely-eyed in the way that it goes about it. It's an absolutely amazing composition, a stunningly beautiful composition, and it is perfect. Like, that's the only way that I can put it. It's an absolute perfect rendition of a modern niche tobacco. So the only thing is that it's a little bit linear. It only gets spicier and the sweetness starts to come in more as we dry down. It's not really on the top. It's an astonishing way to dry down where the sweetness is actually sort of coming up and it's actually becoming warmer. Tobacco vanilla is sort of the other way around. It starts with vanilla and everything like that, and then it dries down to spiciness. But this one, the spiciness is very upfront. I actually thought that there was also cardamom in this, because in between the 2-3 hour period, there is a real sort of calm, gentle period where everything sort of coagulates together. And I was thinking actually cardamom, but cardamom isn't listed. This is perfect. This is my favourite winter fragrance that I've actually tried this year. I think it's head and shoulders above most of the designer fragrances that we're getting, and I actually think that it's better than most of the niche winter offerings that we smelt. Suit and tie, formal event stuff, this is absolutely going to be perfect for you. So the scent is a 5 out of 5. It's absolutely easy. It's the best thing that George Zaharoff has made by a country mile. It's something that you should definitely try and get your hands on. It's something that you should definitely smell as we're heading into even colder periods. This could be your new cold weather staple fragrance. The thing that does let this down is projection longevity, but I've only got this very recently, and it's very, very cold, and unbelievably cold. As I've said, I can barely feel my fingers as I'm doing this video. I'm trying to wrap this up very, very quickly. I do apologise if you can sense that I'm quite uncomfortable. But the thing is that projection longevity isn't as great as you think it would be. The first 2 hours are the best, and then around about 5 hours we're starting to actually peter out a little bit. I think that honestly the most that I've got with longevity is about 6 to 7 hours, which isn't great for a fragrance that seems to promise so much. The projection is great for the first 2 hours, but then it really, really draws in very, very quickly. Again, this is on my skin. You might want to try it yourself. Overall, I'd give this a 3 out of 5 performance-wise. The performance does let it down, but the scent is so damn good. The scent is so bloody perfect that it's it is worth it. It is worth the money for that alone. And just it's a smaller bottle. You can keep it on you, as I've done today. Overall, this is a magnificent fragrance. This is the fragrance that I've been wanting for a while. A very, very mature tobacco spiky fragrance, perfect for Christmas. An absolutely wonderful thing to have, a wonderful memory that I'm getting. Getting the Christmas tree in the next couple of minutes. I need to get on with that actually. It'll be the 21st when this goes out, which will be the shortest day of the year. Happy winter solstice. So this is absolutely amazing and a great memory and a very, very solid thing. And it's my first full on Christmas in Edinburgh, and getting the tree is a big event for me, and so for me wearing this, it's just kind of perfect. It just totally works, and it's a great winter solstice fragrance. I think that this is an absolutely brilliant fragrance, and if you're a niche lover or even if you're somebody who is a designer lover of things like Spice Bomb, Extreme, Bulgari Man in Black, that kind of stuff, the spicier side of life and the spicier side of fragrance, you've got to try this. You've got to get this on your radar immediately. Overall, okay, I'm going to have to give it 4 out of 5. I can't give it a full 5 out of 5 because of the performance things that I mentioned. I was expecting a little bit more, but as far as the scent goes, this is a 5 out of 5 scent. This is a 5 out of 5 DNA scent profile. It's absolutely astonishing, absolutely amazing. Well done to George Zaharoff, and I'd highly recommend that you get it. Anyway, Merry Christmas. I'll see you soon. You can pre-order my film that's coming out on Christmas Day, my short film From Here to There. You've already heard me talk about that a million times, but yes, please go and do that. You can get it right now for only £3, and on Christmas Day it'll change to £4, so get it right now. Anyway, Merry Christmas to all of you. I've got a treat to get, and then we're going to take it home and put it up. Right, thank you. Bye. Oh my goodness.
That should fit in the car.
That should fit in the car. Oh my god. Okay, I think we've got this. Oh my god. This is legal, right, Megan? Oh. Hang on. Oh, yes, there it is. I don't think anybody can see anything at this point. There we go. There's the tabac, the beautiful tabac. And here is the beautiful tree that we now have in the car. Oh, God. Right, well, let's go home then, darling. Where are you? Where have you gone? I can't even... You know something, Megan? I don't want to speak ill of our relationship, but I feel as though there's a huge divide between us. I think that we got a little bit excessive with the tree. Look at this. Absolutely ready for Christmas. Unbelievable.